Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Man United in tug-of-war for free agent striker, and Sesko drops shock response over Osimhen transfer. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Manchester United ready to battle for free agent striker. Benjamin Sesko is currently leading the line at Old Trafford with the likes of Brian Bumo playing backup, but the club are said to want stronger depth and different profiles alongside the impressive Slovenian. United are likely to look to replace Joshua Zirkzee in the squad, with the Netherlands international being. One of Manchester United's targets is Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic, with his contract due to expire at the end of next month. He is about to be one of the hottest free agents on the market. His exit from Juventus will be confirmed in the coming weeks, and United won't be alone in their pursuit of the Serbia international. Bundesliga giants Bayern Munich are also keen on the 26-year-old, who has bagged 68 goals in 168 matches for Juve since joining them in 2022. One of the potential hurdles to any deal for the big frontman is his salary, with Vlahovic currently pocketing around £400,000 a week at the Allianz Stadium. Nonetheless, a bidding war looks highly likely as Europe's elite prepare to battle it out for his signature. He will need to take a significant wage cut if he wants to secure a move to most clubs in Europe, including United, who are looking to offload more high earners this summer following the departure of Casemiro, with Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford also on massive wages at Old Trafford. Benjamin Sesko drops surprise bombshell on Victor Osimhen transfer. Under the stewardship of manager Michael Carrick, Manchester United are currently drawing up a meticulous plan to bolster their front line by drawing up a five-man striker shortlist for this summer's transfer window. This move is being made to find the ideal strike partner for Benjamin Sesko while simultaneously boosting the team's clinical edge ahead of next season's Champions League campaign. Among the names under consideration, the Ineos hierarchy have reportedly placed Victor Osimhen as their ultimate dream target to spearhead the Red Devils' attack. The board believe that bringing in a striker with a contrasting yet equally lethal profile will provide the attacking flexibility they have sorely missed. A thorough evaluation from the scouting department has concluded that Osimhen's profile, renowned for his blistering pace, physical prowess, and aerial dominance, is the perfect puzzle piece to complement the dynamism of United's front line. This ambitious plan has received the full backing and strong endorsement of club legends who have absolute faith in the forward's quality. Following Man United's successful capture of Atalanta midfielder Ederson, former players such as Patrice Evra and Louis Saha reckon that Osimhen's arrival would instantly elevate the team's attacking ranks, given his reputation as one of the finest penalty box predators in European football. Meanwhile, Rio Ferdinand went as far as expressing complete confidence that should the Old Trafford board lodge an official bid, Osimhen would not think twice about snapping up the offer. Nonetheless, Manchester United's pursuit to pull off this transfer is bound to be anything but straightforward due to the stumbling block of a staggering valuation. Although Napoli had previously loaned him out to Galatasaray with a €75 million release clause, Osimhen's extraordinary form in Turkey, bagging 59 goals in 74 appearances, has seen his market value skyrocket once more. As a result of this surge in form, several reports suggest that Galatasaray are now holding out for an astronomical figure close to €150 million from any elite European club looking to secure his signature this summer. The hefty price tag poses an obvious dilemma for the hierarchy, who are currently working tirelessly to comply with the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules. Whilst the club's transfer kitty has been handed a welcome boost by the financial windfall of qualifying for the Champions League, splashing out close to €150 million on a single player is viewed as a massive gamble that could cripple United's financial flexibility in pursuing targets for other positions. Consequently, the Red Devils negotiating team are rumored to be drafting strategic alternative options, including a structured payment scheme with hefty performance-related add-ons, or even the option of throwing several players into a player-plus-cash deal to soften Galatasaray's stance. Aside from the financial hurdles, Manchester United must also brace themselves for fierce competition from a number of other European heavyweights keeping tabs on the striker's situation. Deep-pocketed clubs such as Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea are reportedly hot on Osimhen's heels to reinforce their own forward lines. This global interest will undoubtedly spark a bidding war that could lead to protracted and grueling negotiations, thereby forcing the Red Devils hierarchy to act swiftly and tactically at the bargaining table. Responding to the swirling transfer rumors, talented young forward Benjamin Sesko offered a remarkably candid response. He admitted to being kept in the dark regarding the exact steps being taken by the board, as such matters fall well outside the players' dressing room discussions. Be that as it may, Sesko is highly intrigued if the rumors do materialize, as the chance to test himself at such an elite level is seen as a way to fast-track his development whilst forging a tougher mentality as a top-tier striker. For Sesko, competition in football is par for the course and poses absolutely no issue whatsoever. Indeed, the presence of an experienced figure like Victor Osimhen is viewed as an invaluable learning opportunity. Rather than hindering his career, competing and training day in, day out alongside Osimhen is tipped to accelerate Sesko's maturity as a top-flight number 9, particularly when dealing with the sheer intensity of the Premier League and the Champions League. Moreover, Sesko is predicted to still need another 2 to 3 years before he is fully primed to shoulder the burden of leading Manchester United's line on his own. Therefore, the Red Devils' move to bring in a powerful, powerhouse forward like Osimhen is seen as an incredibly sensible strategy for the time being. The strategy to secure Victor Osimhen is not merely an ambition to hunt down a marquee name, but rather a well-thought-out, long-term tactical investment masterminded by Michael Carrick. Should the INEOS board manage to bridge the financial gap and win this fierce transfer battle, the mouth-watering partnership between Osimhen's clinical prowess and Benjamin Sesko's immense potential will form one of the most terrifying front lines in Europe. This bold move would not only re-establish Manchester United as genuine title contenders in both the Premier League and the Champions League, but also ensure that the Red Devils' frontline regeneration is firmly on track to dominate the global footballing stage once again. Napoli keen on Manuel Ugarte. Manchester United midfielder Manuel Ugarte has managed to secure a spot in Uruguay's 26-man squad for this summer's World Cup, despite seeing precious little game time in the Premier League. The news offers a bit of a silver lining for the 25-year-old amidst a rather unsettling situation at his club. Ugarte has endured a tough second season with Manchester United, clocking up a mere 881 minutes of Premier League football throughout the campaign. That tally is miles off what was expected when United stumped up a massive fee to bring him in 2 years ago. Over the course of the season, Ugarte had to settle for playing second fiddle to Casemiro in the holding midfield role, and towards the business end of the campaign, he was routinely left warming the bench without getting a look in under manager Michael Carrick. The situation perfectly illustrates the fierce competition he has faced within the squad. Ugarte was signed from Paris Saint-Germain for £42 million in 2024, with the hope that he would become Casemiro's long-term successor in the United engine room. However, the Uruguayan has failed to live up to the billing and has found it proper difficult to adapt to the high intensity of English football. While Ugarte's passing accuracy wasn't half bad during his time in a United shirt, he was caught coughing up possession far too often due to poor distribution, and was frequently spotted out of position. These shortcomings meant he struggled to win over the trust of the coaching staff. Now, Ugarte is tipped to leave Old Trafford in the coming weeks. The club are reportedly willing to let him go for just £24 million, a massive hit on what they paid, with Napoli supposedly keen on snapping him up. This heavy drop in valuation speaks volumes about how his United career has gone pear-shaped. Losing his place in the starting 11 and seeing his market value plummet is undoubtedly a massive blow for the lad, but a rumored move to Napoli could offer the perfect escape route. For Manchester United, cutting their losses on a player for a hefty deficit is a gamble they have to take to clear the wage bill and overhaul a squad deemed surplus to requirements. Meanwhile, Ugarte's agent has reportedly initiated preliminary talks with the Partenope to iron out personal terms. This swift action suggests that both player and club want his future sorted before Ugarte's focus shifts entirely to the upcoming international tournament. Napoli's interest in Ugarte is by no means out of the blue. The Italian outfit view the midfielder as the ideal candidate to bolster their midfield, which is crying out for some steel and that trademarks South American aggression. The more tactical nature of Italy, which prioritizes positional discipline, is thought to suit Ugarte down to the ground, given how he previously thrived during his stint with Sporting CP. The hierarchy at Napoli believe that under the right tactical guidance, the 25-year-old can rediscover his finest form and prove to be an absolute steal at the bargain basement price set by Manchester United. His inclusion in the World Cup squad could be a golden opportunity for Ugarte to prove his worth on the global stage. A stellar showing for Uruguay in the Showpiece tournament could drive up his price tag, allowing United to hold out for a tidier sum. On the flip side, Casemiro's contract is also set to run out on the 30th of June, and the United brass have already made the call to move Ugarte on. To fill the void, the club are on the verge of reaching an agreement with Atalanta to sign Ederson. The changing of the guard in United's midfield appears to be thoroughly mapped out. In addition to Ederson, United are also reportedly tracking Newcastle United midfielder Sandro Tonali, who could potentially be brought in for a fee around the £86 million mark once the Atalanta man arrives. With these grand plans in the transfer market, a brand new era for Manchester United's midfield looks set to get underway, whilst Ugarte's chapter at Old Trafford is almost certainly drawing to a close. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.